Yes, graduates, welcome to Hard Talk Podcast with HTK. Fasten your seatbelts. Hey, users and subscribers, welcome back to another episode of Hard Talk with HTK. So, we have gotten up to speed with what's happening now with the Jayden Smith case. Lots of you have seen the viral video where Jayden Smith's cousin on his mother's side, as in his biological mother, has come forward with her perspective. Now, I like to allow the dust to settle. Yes, I am not one of those bloggers that runs out always at the same time on YouTube. Even if on Facebook I may put it up, this is where I will come to do deeper analysis for those of you who are really interested in getting to the bottom of things. So before I get into this, I want to first say thank you so much for 16K subscribers. Big up on yourself. I so appreciate every single one of you who take the time to not only visit my channel, you watch everything through, you watch all the ads, you click the like, you share the videos, and you stick around for more. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right, so before I start, I think it's important that we revisit the actual video. We're going to go into the video bit by bit and really analyze the things that this cousin has come forward to say. Take a listen to the video.
Hi, I'm Jayden Smith's cousin. So a lot of people were saying that I'm his cousin on his mom's side, right? A lot of people were saying that we weren't coming out and we weren't talking. We the media don't know us, right? Now I have been vocal from day one. The first time I saw the post that Jayden was missing, my brother was the one who posted it. I didn't know who he was at the time. Then I saw my mom posted it. I didn't even ask my mom who it was. I went to my group chat and I was like, why did my mom say her grandnephew is missing? Because I was just so scared to ask, you know. And then I brave up and I asked my mom. I said, Mommy, who this? And she said to me, it's Andrew's son. He is missing. And I went on social media and I started seeing the posts and whatever. Right away, I started posting on my Instagram because that's where I have the following. I started posting on my Instagram. The first time I made a public comment on anything was when Shanice posted him on her page. And I posted a comment and I said, Shani, Jayden, if you feel scared to go home, go to your grandfather's house at Mandeville. I was bullied. That lady literally bullied me. She was, I'm going to post it and you can read it for yourself. She was like, why are you telling him to go to grandfather's house? We never know anybody from him mother's side of family. Why are you telling him that? I'm like, if he's missing, wouldn't you want him to go to a family member? And do you want him to feel safe that, you know, knowing that he has people who really care about him? Wouldn't you want him to go to someone that will protect him instead of him walking on the road, lost, probably hungry, tired, scared, and someone else pick him up and hurt him? Wouldn't you want that? She was like, oh, don't tell him to go to the family member because a weak girl Jayden and whatever. So I'm like, this girl must be crazy. I was arguing with her for like probably a good 15 minutes on Instagram because I said, Jayden, go to your mother's side of family if you feel unsafe, right? Every time I made a comment about Jayden being safe, I was DM'd. I was attacked in the comment section. One guy DM me, Jermaine Strawn, DM me telling me, oh, you're saying this about my auntie and you should use your energy to look for Jayden and whatever. I'm like, that's what I am doing. So why am I being attacked? Why would I attack the mother side of family? Like, you never want us to come out and talk. You never want us to come out and say anything, right?
So far, what we've picked up is that here we have the cousin on the mother's side commenting on Shanique's Instagram page, which, by the way, has been subsequently deactivated. Her account is nowhere to be found. However, her tags are still very much alive. So I know that this handle is actually hers. So she commented under Shanique's post, and the post she's referring to is actually this one. This post was posted both on Facebook and it cross-posted to Instagram or vice versa. You know how Instagram and Facebook work. So when she commented under the post and mentioned this grandfather and the location of the grandfather in a Mandeville, Shanique would have realized, no man, this person know a little bit more than the average viewer. So she instantly picked up this was indeed a family member for them to even know that such a person exists and where they exist. When she saw that, it irated her. Now ask yourself the question, why would something like this upset Shanique? Her claim is that the family have never looked after Jayden, and that they are the ones, as in Shanique's side, that have been raising Jayden from he was a little baby. Therefore, them na hana say, them na hana talk. Sounds like bullying to me. But in addition, it sounds like a classic trait of an abusive individual, that of isolation. By removing extra people who would have a vested interest in finding Jayden, they are less likely to dig deeper and uncover what might be hidden. Because isn't it sensible and almost instinctive to want to have more family members involved in this search than ever? Is this the time to be ring fencing and creating boundaries when it is that we have a missing child at stake? No, the advice that was given by the cousin is not bad advice at all. If it is that he is feeling particularly scared to go back to his aunt's house, then, of course, if the mother's side is more amicable and more welcoming for him, this is a secondary choice that Jayden should be aware of. Her putting that out there is in the hope that somebody may read it who has Jayden in their possession, or Jayden himself may come across it. So what is wrong with that? Now, if it is that, okay, you guys have nothing to hide, Jayden may not have a reason to be afraid. Could you not have responded in a different way to simply say, although he has no reason to be afraid of us, and I really hope he doesn't feel afraid, I would rather him go to you guys so at least we know he's safe. This is a time for family members to be unified and not divided, but here is Shanique creating division between the different elements of the family structure. It's almost as though she does not value anybody's input and she wants to make sure that the narrative continues to be controlled. Let's keep listening.
Right? Shen, you are a nurse, right? You're trained to have empathy. No, so, as a healthcare worker, that's what we're trained to do, right? Una never love Jayden because Una stop talk now. And as them are said, since everybody blaming his mom, Una stop search for Jayden. Una claim to say Una love Jayden so much. Una care for Jayden so much, and a complete stranger take it up on them head now and I look for Jayden and now stop talking about Jayden every single day. And the family will grow Jayden and say them love Jayden so much, don't care anymore, not saying anything anymore. Una never clear no name and say, alright, Una never do nothing. Una attack people, you know. But at the same time, Una nah come out, come say nothing more. I Una love Jayden so much. I Una grow him. No so. Una have people that spread rumor that my cousin is of unsound mind. He's not. She's not. Right? My aunt had Jayden since he was 6 years old and gave him to his dad. His dad passed him on to his sister, and the sister has him ever since. Una pies the little boy mind against me. Una tell the little boy say when him see mother say that family never talk, all him grandmother see him and I talk to him, and it's like Jayden don't even want to talk to her. He must, yes ma'am. She asked him, Jayden, you good? Yes ma'am. and him gone. Him see all him cousin and run. Cause I saw no grow him. Him not supposed to know him mother side of family. Right? Uno thought that this was gonna be like a 2-day talk and it done and it gone. Because uno feel like nobody never care about him, don't it? And you see what happened now? You see the whole of Jamaica come out for him now? Right? This is unfair because you have children and not have him and not grow him. And I'm supposed to take care of him, I'm supposed to protect him. And now he's nowhere to be found. Right? And make us say this. I don't want nobody come and I need my comment section to come tell me say, oh, rebel, he's not whatever. I don't want to hear none of that. You understand me? If Jayden did go to my grandfather's house, if Jayden was scared and go to my grandfather's house, he would have been fine. He would have been taken care of. He would have been okay. My grandfather had a big ratted yard and about 6 houses in there. And me I tell him say he put and stay in one of them houses there. My uncle them never they gonna tell him say don't come there, you're crazy. He was gonna be fine. Me keep on telling everybody say my family big. Very, very big. We don't know everybody. You understand me? But if something like this happens, where I come out and I've been here from day one talking. But because them they want bully me off of the internet, them never want for saying nothing at all. I'm saying this, Jayden, if you're out there and you feel scared, find somebody who can send me a message. Go to the police and tell them say you want to go to your grandfather's house for your mother's side of family and you'll be fine. I don't want nobody come tell me say I'm not here with me anymore. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. But just want to know say alright.
Now, in case you have forgotten that Demar actually said this, I'm going to put a quick reminder video here right now that he indeed said exactly what this cousin is referring to. Take a listen just to remind yourself.
Let me tell you, me no go school for 1 week. 1 week, me no go school. Me in a 4th farm. Me no go school for 1 week. And we are look for Jayden every single day. Till people are tear down my father, people are tear down my mother. So just stop, look, brother, we'll leave it to the police.
So you see for yourself that she's not lying. No, let us question why it is that the family members might decide to stop because they're being condemned. We know the nature of Jamaican people. If they think that you are behind the unaliving of a child, you are a target. And that is the truth. So I can understand to an extent that self-preservation is key. They have to keep themselves safe because there are other children to maintain, to look after. However, to say that they have completely given up on the search because they're leaving it all to the police is very dismissive. Because even if physically they have to watch themselves out in public, nothing is stopping them using social media as they have been doing to actually continue the search. They're not going to be attacked on social media if they are innocent of the fact and they want to make sure that Jayden gets found. Standing as advocate means that you are prepared no matter what kind of backlash you receive to ensure your voice is heard because a victim is at stake. No, they clearly do not love Jayden enough more than themselves. They are about self-preservation first. This is not the response of somebody who has natural maternal or paternal instincts where a child is concerned. Because may I tell you, say, when it comes to your pitney, your mother and your father will give them entire life as long as them love you. You understand? So it goes to show that even though Jayden was in their care, he was not really regarded as their child. That natural maternal and paternal instinct to protect to the point of self-sacrifice is completely absent. Now, she also speaks about the fact that they are no longer willing to come on social media. You heard that in the last video. Shanique was like, listen, I don't wish to engage anymore because my family I get stripped down. They are more interested in protecting their reputation than finding Jayden. Now, interestingly, she speaks about the fact that they do not wish for the mother side to ever know Jayden. They have brainwashed Jayden into disliking that side of the family and not communicating. But I'm going to present an alternate perspective. Remember, Jayden was a very intelligent little boy. And intelligent children usually have inquiring minds. They question and they analyze. They reflect and they evaluate. No, if Jayden is as clever as they are saying, it is highly likely that Jayden also formed his own conclusions about his maternal side. He would have been realizing that she is absent from his life and she is still raising other children. The ultimate reason why Jayden was handed over to his father's side was because financially the mother could not cope. However, he is the fourth out of 7. She had 3 prior and 3 afterwards. So, of those 7 children, Jayden would be questioning what it was about him that made him the least likely to remain with his mother. He will build up some kind of conclusion, be it right or wrong, about that situation. Remember, this is not a foolish child. This is not a child who is immature. This is a child that is mature beyond his years and intelligent. So he is going to be looking at it that, listen, you chose to put me aside and you kept the rest. If you were so financially destitute, why didn't you give all away? Or even so, why didn't you give away the ones after me? So, do not be surprised if Jayden had already formed his own ideas about all of you. It's got nothing necessarily to do with being brainwashed. No, it doesn't mean he hasn't heard things in the house. The fact that Shanique has been mentioning that nothing was given over the many years of them raising Jayden, and that the only money what the mother must give must $1,000 from the time them have Jayden. That tells you that there is also a resentment towards her input in the child's life. They mentioned that she was busy braiding hair, so they are calculating the fact that this mother is making money. So as far as they're concerned, she should have been contributing. Are they wrong? No, they're not. However, there are 6 other mouths to feed plus herself. And perhaps that money may not stretch for a 7th child. I cannot speak on her financial circumstances, but the mere fact that in this day and age she does not own a phone and that she had to receive that phone from Ellie Lewis tells you that she was not necessarily coping with whatever it is that she was making. I don't know if I want top braider or top hairstylist. She could have just try a thing and can manage. But it doesn't necessarily mean that she's heavily in demand and she's rolling in money. So, while it is that I can understand that it could be viewed that they are brainwashing Jayden, let us not discount that children also live what they learn and that also Jayden has a mind of his own. And just to prove a point, she is from the mother's side. However, this cousin in the comments is not. And she is also stating that she has received a lot of backlash from the family. This is Shan. And this Shan was present on Auntie Donna's live. She is from the father's side and she also had a lot to say. No, if it is that it was just about the mother's side of the family, they would have welcomed Shan's input. Shan was the cousin on that father's side, the father who's the drunkard, who was the one pushing for the search and who was the one who called for the JCF to come into the property and search the property intensely. They resented her input as well, and she is from their side of the family. So this is not necessarily about keeping the mother's side at bay. It is about controlling the narrative no matter what side the family came from. As long as you were standing against them or were looking at them with suspicion, you were also a target. Let us keep listening.
I have kids too. I have kids and I know the situation Jayden in because I was once in that same situation where I had to run away because the people drop off for me, and her dad run me down and beat me mercilessly, and I run away for 2 days. And I was standing at the top of the hill watching them looking for me. And when they find me, the grandmother pretended like, oh, we love her so much or whatever. And she beat me, still up my eyes, still up my mouth, and I thought I didn't have anybody to care about me. And my mother always didn't care about me and love me, but these people pretend with my mother so well that them never dare do me anything. And when my mother finally took me, and when I got big, that's when I told my mom this story of this wicked woman. You understand me? Them come around and pretend like say them I take care of your people and them not do it. Them not take care of them. Them will treat them. You understand me? So I know the situation where Jayden is in. Jayden, if you're out there and you feel scared, find your mother's side of family and go. You will be taken care of. You don't have to worry about nothing at all. Alright.
Now, the cousin shares with us a very interesting comparative story showing that she has got some empathy about what's happening with Jayden. Now, of course, we have to be careful not to self-project. And even though she's gone through this experience, it may not necessarily be the same for Jayden. However, it is a highly probable scenario. Now, they always speak about the fact that Jayden was the one who was industrious. That's what they use to describe Jayden's, particularly the uncle. However, if we go back to what Demar said, I want you to pick up on the fact that this industrious nature of Jayden could just very well be his way of overcompensating for being cared for by people who were not his actual parents. Listen carefully to what Demar actually said.
So, let me tell you, Jayden get more ratings than me and so. Ring with them, I feel come out of yard and go someplace because ring them won't have ratings to Jayden. Jayden, we come in, Jayden, jar up speed, Jayden, we take up good wash up clean. You know, just keep up the attitude with them. Jayden, we can't go and son. Your father, you know,
Like something about him right there, so him and his son and they have more ratings to Jayden. You smell jealousy right there, so.
Me more forget lick than Jayden and me a 15-year-old. Me more forget lick and me ring with them.
So do you realize that Demar may have had reason to be jealous of Jayden? Because he is claiming that, listen, Jayden get more ratings than me. He would be the one to wash up plates, do things in the house. He is the least likely to get beaten. He, the 15-year-old, would get more beaten than Jayden. Now, this may be true of the aunt and the uncle. So isn't it reasonable to think that Demar may have been jealous of Jayden, that he was treated with kids' gloves because of who he was and the kind of child that he was in that household? It isn't an impossibility. These are all the perspectives that needs to be explored. So let's go back to the cousin on the mother's side. She has subsequently come out with yet another video. Some of the questions in the comment section were along the lines of, how did you not realize that Jayden was your relative? She explained further about how the relationship exists between herself and Jayden. Take a listen.
Baby girl, I don't know if you know all your family members, but if you do, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing that you know everybody in your family. Jayden is my second cousin. He's my cousin's son, right? On my mom's side. I never know him. As I said before, if we knew that they didn't want to keep him anymore because he did something, or they claimed that he did something, and they said, okay, you have to leave, and it come out like they say, all right, yeah, whatever, we would have taken him. He could have gone to my grandfather's house. I'm not gonna stop say so. Him could have gone my grandfather himself My grandfather himself, you can ask Andreen too, you can ask anybody. My grandfather himself would go for him. You hear me say? If Jayden turn up right now and say him want somebody come for him, my grandfather, as sick as him is, he would have gone for him. Okay? So make it nobody come talk like, oh, we never done, because we didn't know anything. There's nothing we could have done if we never knew nothing, right? But now it happened and we come out and we stand up and attack and we still a try for call we done, we still a try for bully we, or bully me, by the way. You understand me? What more no want? Me not understand. Look at boy missing and we are try find him. What all of this not necessary. You understand? We just a find him. We just a try find him. That's all we are try do. That's all we are try do, mama. That's all we're trying to do. That is all we are trying to do. We are trying to find him. So all of this picture post, I don't know everybody in my family. Me have family all over the world. Most of the time when I will meet up at some wedding or some funeral or something, man, do all I will say I will cause that. I will cause that. Listen now. Listen to me now. You say for sometimes, say for now I'm not good for say, but I'm not just go about in the business. Because I'm not help the situation. I'm not help it. I'm just make it worse. Because now when I make it feel like, yo, me never want to stand out more. I never know him. I know him now, and I'm trying to help. Me I use my platform. Me I use my face. I never like come on social media. I look at video them. I'm going about my business. I am out here and I'm trying to do my part. You understand? We are trying to find Jayden, and Jayden we are focused on right about now. Whatever happened in the past, it happened and gone. We are trying to focus on now. You hear me I say? What your name? Shell, me never like nobody name Shelly to panta pipe, you know.
I did find it funny when she said anybody with name Shelly shouldn't. I'm sure she didn't mean that, but you know, this person came for her in the comments, and she's a very feisty character. You know, she wassy. She will cuss you. She will cuss you if you turn up on her page and go on certain way. She will cuss you. But anyway, what I found interesting was the post that she shared as evidence of the fact that she came under fire by the family members. She posted somebody who claims to be the nephew of the aunt, saying that she has no right to come out here and try to advocate for Jayden on behalf of the mother's family. Equally, you had a vicious comment coming from Shanique herself. I'm just going to place these on the screen so you can take a look for yourself. I'm not going to read them out because bare expletives there. You know, I would things about mother and all these things. So yeah, she answered them back that way there. But it was more of a resentful approach by the family that Jayden's mother's side were getting involved. His father's side did not want her participating. But like I said, this is not exclusive to the mother's side. I need you to realize that these people are going after anyone who advocates for Jayden but against them. So, just to go down that rabbit hole, we're going to revisit the interview that Shan did with Auntie Donna. Because to date, no one has really unpicked the things that Shan had said. And remember, these are two different people. There is Shanique and then there is Shan. So we're going to listen to what Shan said in this interview. Take a listen to this audio.
But in my perspective, I feel that Jayden blamed himself for what happened to Zaire foot or hip or whatever. Someone just feel like maybe somebody threatened him or maybe somebody beat him to say your fault. Maybe if them threaten him, he not gonna go home.
So Sean, when you say you don't live with him, how come you're a cousin? In what way, shape or form?
By his dad's side.
By his dad's side. So what happened to Jayden's dad? Why he's not faced in the media?
Well, Jayden didn't live with him.
It doesn't matter.
So he's not, maybe he He's a junkie, so let I say he's a junkie.
When you say a junkie, allegedly, what you mean by that? Could you?
He drink a lot every day and drunk. Yeah, so him not gonna come out
So
say nothing. Well, he always a drink before Jayden incident or whatever. And let I say the mother is not on sound mind.
So where is the mother? That I was just gonna ask you.
The mother is there.
So why is the mother not me facing the public?
Well, the mother never want Jayden from long time, so she not gonna face it now.
When you say she didn't want him, she just have her child and don't want to raise the child?
Yes, she's a mother like that.
Okay, so what
So
type?
when Auntie took Jayden was supposed to go to boys' home because of the mother. They took him.
So when you said that he was supposed to go to boys' home, was he being abused?
Not by them. He was being ill-treated. The mother put him outside to sleep. Oh my God. Yes, so the auntie and her husband took Jayden from he was 3 years old. Put him in basic school, primary school, high school. I see some people saying 5-year-old, 6-year-old. I have photos in my phone with Jayden and my son going to basic school. Well, according to what I heard, and I saw the camera at Mega Mart with Jayden going through the back gates.
So why would he be going through the back gate at Mega Mart? Is it at his usual route?
No.
Is it that somebody would have parked there and tell him to come to that direction?
Well, to me, I think when he leave Little Caesars, because he give away his umbrella and say his cousin is going to come and pick him up. I don't know which cousin was coming to pick him up because them already to go to school. But so I feel that maybe it will be.
Hold on a second. Did Jayden have any phone?
At home because they can't bring phone to school.
Okay. So how would Jayden know that a cousin coming to pick him up?
Until the night, I can't tell you that. Is what he told the little girl that he gave the umbrella to. His cousin is coming to pick him up. He won't be taking taxi. But I feel that maybe Shani told him, wait on me because I'm coming to pick you up after school.
So who is Shani?
Remember, Zaire mother.
The baby mother?
Oh, she's the funny cousin who drive. From Jayden missing, I have a search team to look for Jayden. I only see Jayden mother 2 times. 2 given times. Alright, the mother give most of our kids then. Wow. According to what I know, yes. I think she has 3 bigger kids before Jayden and 2 after. Allegedly, I heard that she left the allegedly. Yes. And then come to me too. Yes, I tell the detective personally, then because Shanika question her, she left Jamaica too fast. Class me already and then cuss me already and then do all manner of all evil.
Thank you, baby. Really appreciate it.
I stopped the search. I was the one who let the JDF helicopter fly in Mandeville Friday looking for Jayden. I was the one who let the drone fly Thursday looking for Jayden. Well, me tell her, say, she just never tell Jayden to be careful next time because we are all Jamaican here.
So did you catch what she said? Shan made it very clear that the family have been going for her ever since she was active on the search for Jayden. They told her to stop searching. They came for her about the fact that she sent the JDF to their house. They were upset about the fact that she was rallying around trying to get people to find Jayden. They wanted to stop her. And this is somebody on the father's side. Needless to say, Shan also gave some information around the lead up to Jayden's disappearance. There are obvious differences between what Shan said and what the aunt said in the previous video. So you can go back and watch that if you haven't watched this one before. Go back to it. Now, what I noticed was that Shan was very open with the fact that, listen, the police have not yet interviewed me. This is what we are talking about. The constant delay between the Jamaica Constabulary Force and key witnesses, key parties who are involved in this whole missing child case, who should have been interviewed as soon as possible. So this could very well be to do with limited resources, not enough feet on the ground. But I did notice that the aunt made it clear that the detective was communicating with her anytime they did a search. Now, that tells me that the Jamaica Constabulary Force look upon them like no suspect. Not smart. Everybody's a suspect until eliminated. So I was not too impressed by this approach. Now, as I said, Shan is under pressure. And after she did this interview with Auntie Donna, she then did a subsequent one on TikTok to say that even because of that interview, they came for her. Take a listen to this.
Looking donation on behalf of the family, and I must stop searching for Jayden. Hold on. So does Shani told you to stop searching for Jayden? Yes, I must stop. Stop what I'm doing. So Shani stop searching for Jayden. So what you said to her? So what you said to her? I stopped. I didn't say anything. I stopped. I was on Miss Ghana Live when in the morning when I wake up, my other cousin texts me, she texts me, my auntie texts me. Everybody been texting me like, why am I going on Ghana Live? I take TikTok side, I not text them side or whatever. So, Shani send me a DM with a voice note saying something. I never told her really a priest that she go delete it back. When I go back in her Instagram, she delete back the voice note. The family member talk to you now or no? Well, my auntie talk to me. Auntie talk. My cousin, them are black me. Yeah, them are black men. Shani, I don't know if she block me because I don't go back on her page.
So you heard it for yourself. Them are blacker. She don't know if Shan blacker or not, but she gets cuss out in her inbox and then she deleted it. I think she didn't delete it. I think she just deactivated her account. I don't know. I don't know how Instagram work or Instagram DMs work, but it looked like everything just went with her, or maybe she deleted it. I don't know. But the point is that she take away herself from Shan. Notice their argument is you are our relatives and you're supposed to be on our side. No. I am glad there is a relative. Now there are two who put Jayden first. Because you need that objectivity on both sides. Both the father's side and the mother's side need to have objectivity. So if there are people who are for the finding of Jayden, this can only be a plus in the progress of the case. But let me tell you why it is that they are wanting to silence people like Shan and this cousin that has recently come forward. Because anybody like this will punch holes into the theories they offer to the public. They are not going to hold back on the evidence that they have encountered. If you notice, Shan said that it was a little girl who had the umbrella. But yet the grandmother said it was a little boy. And just to remind you, here's a clip to tell you that even this information you know line up. Listen.
When Jayden left Little Caesar, I bought Jayden an umbrella. And Jayden gave away his umbrella that same day, and the rain was falling crazy that day. Yes, I just bought the umbrella for myself, and then he came home one evening with his books wet in the bag. So I decided to give him my umbrella that I just bought the day before.
Oh, so that's what a new umbrella you gave him to cover up the
It was a
bottom of the
brand new
window.
umbrella.
All right, now
gave it
listen to me
also
now.
in the
We
case.
literally thinking as a parent now, right? Do you look at that as being smart to give away the umbrella when you came home a couple of days ago wet up?
No,
Okay.
because I even spoke to that child. When he said that the father called me and said that the child came home with Jayden's umbrella. So I asked the father to let me speak to the child, and he allowed me to speak to the child. I asked him, did you bring home Jayden's umbrella? He said yes. I said, why did Jayden give you the umbrella? And then the rain was still falling. He said that Jayden said he was waiting on somebody.
Okay.
So now, several questions have arrived about the principal and his input in this case. As you know, it was the principal who declared that indeed Jayden was at school. He also volunteered that a PE teacher actually witnessed Jayden running away and could not get a hold of him. Is the principal a part of this entire scenario where Jayden has gone missing? I've been hearing rumors, but you know HTK can't really work like this. Now, allegations, rumors do not necessarily equal fact. According to this clip, they claim that there is some hidden relationship between the principal and Anne-Marie, who is the aunt of Jayden. Take a listen for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments.
No call the farm teacher nor the guidance counselor because she have Mr. Gabriel number in her breast pocket.
So the principal are the boss. So
Yes. The principal are the boss.
So the girl go be at the boss yard.
Aye. We don't know get it. Here one house out of spur tree where the woman are the keeper because it look like him and the woman gonna go sleep when they want to sleep. Let me talk to this here.
So that's why the people in the school. That's why the people in the school.
I call the daddy and tell him, say, look on the dresser, the jar, look in the jar and take out the key.
And indeed, this is the truth. We do have information that proves that he was the leader of a church. I'm going to put the clip here so that you can see it. And he is also the head teacher of Manchester High School. As to whether or not this is the same boss who has the property in Spur Tree, the people on the ground might know. And L.A. Lewis's colleague, who is Andrew Francis, aka Price, has taken to social media to declare everything he knows about this hidden relationship. He's pointing a finger to the fact that there is some cultish practices at work and that the taking of Jayden was a planned execution by both Shanique and the aunt. That the home in Spur Tree is owned by this man. Now, this is a very decorated head teacher. He has held high positions, high ranks for a very long period of time. He is highly respected as the president of the JTA. He is also an avid sportsman and very much a upfront Christian and has always been a stalwart example of what a principal is supposed to be. Could this man be a part of this scheme? And is it likely that he's in a relationship with Anne-Marie? Or is he just the boss of this lady? All of these questions are up in the air. And I am not going to confirm any of that just yet. I think it's important that while we are aware of the rumblings that's going on outside, that we keep our head screwed on and we do not get carried away. Because until I get a bit more hardcore evidence, I will never push this as fact. But I will pass on the information to you. So in the court of public opinion, you can let me know what you think. So if you have made it this far into the video, please do not forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. And of course, hit that bell so every time I drop a video, you are notified. Big up your nice clean self. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out.